Good morning, my faithful loyal YouTube subscribers. Today it is March the 2nd. The year is 2020. This will be in our second month of the year, third month of the year, March 2nd. So yesterday I did a video about a guy who is a porn actor on the side and also a motivational speaker, life coach, counselor, couples counselor, just all the stuff that he does. And he does a YouTube channel similar to mine. And that's what drew me to his videos, because he was talking some stuff I found to be interesting. And it just kind of intrigued me, and I decided to dig a little further. And upon further digging, I found that he was doing raw porn, had a raw porn Twitter account that he was promoting. No secrets. I mean, he obviously feels like this is no big deal because he's promoting it in the wild. We're hoping. No, he's not hiding any of this information. I just didn't know it existed. And then when I figured it out, I said it was like putting pieces of a puzzle together. Atlanta is a very sexual city, gay and straight. I used to hear rumors about Vegas. For years, people would say Vegas got a lot of stuff going on. And now, Atlanta, for the black community, has taken that dark side that Vegas has. With the prostitution, the escorting, the rampant sex. I didn't know this, but I'm learning there are a lot of black couples into swinging here in Atlanta. A lot of them. They swing both ways. So swinging, men, women, dogs, cat, whatever. And I've heard rumors. I've heard about parties. I've heard about events. I've heard stuff. And a lot of black couples are into this. Now, I don't care. People do what the hell they want to do. But it is rather shocking when you meet a nice couple. I met an interesting couple a few years back, and they were inviting me to a party at their home. This was, in the late, early, this was before I even got on, before I got on to Facebook. So I would say the late 2000s, like 2008, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, somewhere up in there. Met a couple. They invited me to a party at their home. I was talking to a friend of mine. I said, I met this couple, and I had met them at the gym. And he said, I said, they invited me to this party. And I said, I'm trying to figure out. I said, where? He said, well, I guess you didn't know you were supposed to go butt naked. And I said, what? And he said, Walter, they're swingers. And I remember thinking, I didn't even know what a swinger was. I'm like, what do you mean they're swingers? They're swingers. And I had to research this because I didn't really understood what, you hear this stuff, but you really don't know. This was a very nice, attractive couple that worked out in the gym, and they lived not too far from Atlantic Station, had a nice condo, and they would have these parties. So anyway, after talking to another friend of mine, he told me, he said, well, Walter, you wouldn't want to go to those swingers parties because that's not something you into. I said, well, have you ever been? He said, yeah, I've been. I said, really? He said, man, I'm in this party where there was a man having sex with a woman while somebody was fucking him, while they were sucking, both men and a woman sucking somebody's dick or eating somebody's pussy out. Or he said it was the free fall with men and women all just fucking and sucking and doing everything. Just like a bisexual type. He said he met a couple. The husband was getting fucked by some man. Wow. They were both sucking another man's penis, and he said I said, well, did you participate in any of this stuff? I'm not going to tell you who this person was. But this individual, I know, this is what he was into. But at the time that I was dating him, I didn't know all this mess until I caught him coming out of Piedmont Park. So as he continued to live in Atlanta, he jumped from doing sex parties he went from sex parties, gay sex parties, to these swinger parties that he started going to. And he's married now. married, and they have children or a baby or something like that. But obviously he met some girl that was also a swinger, and this is what they like to do, and this is what they're into, and they got married, and this was just in the past few years, got married. But he would always tell me these stories before my YouTube presence became more known. I used to be very silent about stuff. He used to tell me some very interesting stories about people at these parties and events, these swingers parties, and who was there and what they was doing. He would tell me in detail. And I would sit there like in shock, like, what happened? He always said nobody used condoms. I said, they don't use condoms? I said, you all are in there having sex with all these people and nobody's putting condoms? He said, nobody using condoms at these swinger parties? I said, are you sure? You know, I was kind of naive and stupid back then. But I didn't know this stuff existed. And he would tell me about parties they would have out in Stone Mountain that somebody's house had a swimming pool and all these hundreds of people would show up. He would tell me everything in great detail. And I would sit there like, okay. Because this is what he enjoyed. And I couldn't be judgmental and say, you nasty. So I just sat and listened to him, intrigued. And he would tell me who was there and what took place and what he did and how he did it and what they were doing. And how the guys be fucking one woman, then turn around and fuck him, and then fucking other women. He'd be fucking some woman and then fucking that guy. And then he said they were all thugs, just, thug, mask and tattoos, just. And I would just sit there, because that's what he was into. Now, if you met this person, you wouldn't even think the person was gay, because it's very masculine, attractive. That's how I felt for his ass back in the early 90s, like an idiot. Now I know better. I just know there's some nasty motherfuckers out there. So, back to that guy's video. And I saw his motivational videos, and I just dug a little bit deeper. See, y'all got some people out here don't see nothing wrong with what they're doing. They don't care. Particularly here in Atlanta. You got some nasty individuals out here who do not care the risk they put their bodies in. They don't care about an STD. They're not going to use a condom. They're going to have multiple sex partners with many people, men and women. And that's just how it goes down here. You know the old saying, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? Well, it's pretty much the same thing here in Atlanta. What happens in Atlanta stays in Atlanta. Because you have people who've come from all over to attend these swinging parties. They know they exist. But me and Earl were in Florida. Summer before last, we were at the Fontainebleau Motel. I met this black guy and his wife. And they follow us all over that damn resort. Where y'all going? Free drinks, offering us drinks and everything. We just party and stuff. Well, we going up to our room. Come up to our room. We got some other guys coming up there. And something kind of clicked in my head. And Earl, I knew Earl wasn't going up to every room anyway. Because Earl was like, we bother with these people. Already sick of them anyway. Because we couldn't have no privacy. Because everywhere they went, there they were. So we just out there trying to chill by the pool. They bringing us drinks. Of course, we ain't gonna turn down them free drinks. Them drinks high as hell at the Fontainebleau. And I said, yeah, give me two of them. So when they were going up to the rooms and stuff like that, I asked Earl, did you want to go up there and hang out with them? He was like, no. So I said, well, they expected us to come. I said, well, I told the couple, we're kind of tired. We're going to rest for a second. What's your room number? We'll come check it out later. But we had no intention of coming. Anyway, when they left and walked off, another couple came up to me and said, they're swingers. So I said, I kind of figured that. By that time, I was not stupid. I said, I kind of figured that. It was a black couple. She said, it was a woman. She said, they're swingers, right? I said, yes, I know. She said, because I saw them going after y'all. Y'all together, right? I said, yeah. I said, yeah, we together. She was like, okay, just I won't let you know. She said, it was exactly what she said. You got that southern accent. I was thinking you might not know. I said, where you all from? And the couple that they was visiting the Fontainebleau, that was invited us back from, they were from New York, New Jersey. No, they're from D.C., Washington, D.C. I said, no, they do that in Atlanta. She said, oh, you said you're from Atlanta. Oh, so she said, you real familiar about this. I said, I'm I've heard about it. I've never been to any of this stuff, but I'm familiar with what takes place. Yes, I am familiar with it. And she said, okay, I'm glad you know. She said, okay. And she just walked off. But she was trying to keep me in. You know what they're up to, right? I said, thank you, ma'am. I already know. By this time, Earl had already skedaddled on back to his room. It's not the first time me and Earl had these type of situations. We were at a resort in Los Cabos, Mexico. And this white couple, these white group of white folks surrounded us. And they was asking us all these questions and stuff. But I left because I knew what they was up to. I said, I'm not hanging around for this mess. Plus, I was tired. So I told them, I'm going to go to the bathroom. But I didn't come to the bathroom. I went on to back to the room. I left Earl up there in that club room with the white folks. I was like, I knew you weren't going to come back. I said, I was going on. He said, when you left, he said they were porn directors. They made porn and this and that. And had you ever thought about porn? Earl was looking at the white folks like they were crazy. And they targeted our black asses. Because we two big black guys sitting up there. And I saw him coming by. The older you get, the more you realize, when people see, when you're at these resorts on vacations and stuff like that, there's a lot of freaky shit going on in some of these places. And these people travel these places just to do that. So, once again, he was like, they trying to invite us up to their room. They had a suite or something up there. I'm like, nobody want that mess. But some people are down for that. If it had been my ex from years ago, his ass would hightail it to that room. He sure would have. Because that's what he likes. Now, the interesting part is this man married this woman, and this is what they do, and they had a child. It's just very bizarre to me. But it ain't my life, but I just sometimes sit back and think, wow, you met this chick at this swingers party. Y'all done got married, having a baby together, and then y'all go to these events and have sex with all these people. I mean, and I think he married her because she's a pretty girl and he can kind of get what he's really looking for at these swinger parties, so he can get into the swinger parties because he's really attracted to men. So he married this woman just so he can get into these swinger parties, because you have to have a partner of some sort to get into these. You got to have somebody, a woman. A man got to bring a woman got to bring a man. So that's these swinger parties where you can't go by yourself alone. At least that's what I've heard. Or you can bring your gay partner or your lesbian lover. I don't know. I ain't in all that swinging mess. I ain't gonna be in it either. Now, I don't care what people do. Do what you want to do. Have fun. Knock yourself out. But when you try to involve other people or lie to people and deceive people, this goes back to Michael Hurd from yesterday. He was presenting himself to be a counselor, a couples counselor, a motivational speaker to lure people into his trap, his honey trap. And when he gets you in there, he gets into your head. It makes you do things that you may not normally do because he's going to try to make you think that the dysfunction in his brain, he's trying to normalize it in your head. This is why that boy Ty Couture is dead. Something happened between them two that didn't work out too good. And Ty ended up doing pornography with this man. Porn. I understand he's not a pastor anymore. But he's a sex addict. But you have a lot of sex addicts here in Atlanta. A lot of sex addicts here in Atlanta. Trust me, y'all. I meet these guys at the gym. They seem normal. I get to know them. We talk on the phone about working out, supplements, whatever, sports. And then the conversation changes. Yo, man, what you doing tonight? Actually, I'm in bed watching TV. Well, I was going to stop by. It's 12:30 at night. What you talking about over here for? But if I was one of these sex addicts, I'd be like, oh, yes, that midnight hour. Vampires come out at nighttime. Atlanta got a lot of night owls, and it's very interesting. And they'll start texting late at night. Most people getting in bed like me, taking a shower, la 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 la, scrubbing up, putting on my deodorant, putting on my face mask on my head, tying my beard up, and getting on into bed. They are prowling around like vampires. And you'd be like, no, it's 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. What do you want? Oh, I'm in bed. Like I said, there are a lot of people who are into that type of stuff and would get up and participate in this stuff all night long. Like I said, there's a dark side to Atlanta. And that's the whole swinging community thing here. And I've heard some stories from my friends, gay and straight, what they like to do. They go to these swingers events. I had a friend of mine who was when we were renovating the houses, he was married, but I can't remember if he did plumbing or electrical. I can't remember because he's just kind of like a jack of all trades, but he was a good worker. And then he went to a swinging event. And one of my coworkers said, well, they got paid that Friday. They left my house after I paid them. They went into these. They needed to go to some event, which was a swingers party. They said as soon as he walked in the door, he just started fucking every woman in there, just jumping from person to person. And the other coworker was like, man, he wasn't used to this. He was just standing there staring, like, oh my God, what's going on here? And then that man, they finished up, and the man went back home to his wife, like it was no big deal. Yeah, I see you tomorrow. And he went in there and fucked all the women. And he told me that, he said, man, we went to that swingers club last night. And the next day I said, oh, is that why y'all raced up out of here? What was it like? And then he told me. He said, they even had food in there. I said, they had food? We eating food in a swingers club. But I don't know. They had food and drinks. So now I'm looking at my worker who's so religious, who's married, and I'm looking at him. He always singing songs about gospel songs where he working and stuff. And I'm looking at him wide-eyed like, okay, this was like, gosh, 2002, 2003, 2004, somewhere up in there, early 2000s. And I'm thinking, you a nasty motherfucker. You went up into that party last night and didn't use a condom and screwed all these damn women and then went home to your wife because the other co-workers there said that man didn't pick up one condom. He just started fucking left and right. Just lined up guys with just women just laid up in beds or chairs. I don't know. I was like, wow. That was one of the first times I heard about that. But that's what they do here in Atlanta. Atlanta's known for this. So I've been hearing people talking about, I'm going to move my family to Atlanta. Me and my husband moved to Atlanta. Then bringing the children too. I think to myself, okay, Atlanta is not the place to raise no children. Just like I heard for years about Vegas. Vegas had a real seedy background. Now, I would go visit Vegas. It was beautiful. We stay on the strip, go to hotels, go to shows, all kinds of stuff. But people would tell me, Walter, Vegas is not what it seems here. And they would say, there's a side to Vegas. Be careful, it ain't what it seems. And the more I went to Vegas, I began to see the prostitutes, the escorts, the drugs. I started seeing this stuff. I'm like, wow, this is what people have been telling me about. And there's a lot of shit going on in Vegas. Same with Atlanta. There's a lot of stuff going on in Atlanta. Oh, a lot of stuff going on in Atlanta. And people get caught up. People get caught up. They move to Atlanta and they're introduced to this lifestyle and they don't know how to let it go. And it just destroys their life. And I've seen this happen over and over. People coming here, married, marriages end up divorced, relationships end up gay, straight, all of it destroyed. Because they get caught up in something that they can't control themselves. It's like going to all-you-can-eat smorgasbord and all this food that you never thought you'd be able to eat again is all there right in front of you. You got all these women and men that you can have sex with and nobody gives a shit. And if you don't have self-control, or you cannot control your sexual urges, or you just a sex addict, it will destroy you. And that's how it happens here. So, but of course, I'm the bad person because I'm exposing people and telling secrets. There ain't no damn secrets. This shit is all over town. And if you don't know, now you know. Wake up, dumbasses, just like I had to wake up. I didn't know. When people tell me about swinging parties, I was like, I was intrigued. Like, whoa, huh? Men and women doing what? And these were all black folks? In Stone Mountain. I'm like, But I heard the stories. I've heard about these stories from a lot of people. Gay and straight. Walter, let me tell you what I went to last night. You wouldn't believe it. I said, tell me. I may not believe you, but I want to hear about it. Where'd you go? What happened? And they would tell me these stories. And I'd just sit and listen. Well, anyway. This video is a little bit longer than what I wanted it to be because I'm about to cook breakfast over here and try to get to the gym today. I'm feeling a little bit better. I am feeling better, but when you cough in your chest, I'm not coughing anymore. But for the past few days when I was dealing with that congestion and coughing, my chest was hurting from the cough, so that's still a little sore from that. Still got a slight runny nose. I'll be very honest with you, I'm scared to go to the gym because with this coronavirus, wherever it is you call it, the coronavirus, I'm scared of them. I'm going to be in the gym with these sick motherfuckers. Every time people get sick, I'm going to go to the gym and sweat it out and pass these germs to everybody else. I've been picking up a lot of colds and rashes and all kinds of stuff in the damn gym. I carry me a can of Lysol and spray and wipe and sit behind these nasty motherfuckers. But truthfully, very truthful. As I'm watching the news to keep an eye on this stuff, they say it's sweeping across America. I might have to sit out the gym for a second just to see what the hell is going on because that's the only type of environment that I'm in where I might be exposed to something like that because I work from home. So, but in that gym, you got all kinds of shit going on. It might be time for me. I was trying to get back in there. I took almost a month or two off dealing with Earl's ass. But I did go back last Monday. Then I came down with strep throat and all this other stuff. And I don't know if I picked that up in the gym. Who knows? But it took a while for my throat to heal. It feels much better now. So I'm going to try to figure that out. I'm going to go to this gym. I wish I had like a little small group. That's when you could have your own little small gym at the house. But I ain't got shit over here at this damn place. I'll figure it out. Yeah, I do want to at least do some cardio, get that cardio back started. But I am a little nervous about going into these environments, knowing what I know about this virus that's finally just getting to our shores. The coronavirus. I can't even pronounce that damn mess. I was calling it the corny virus. Anyway, today is Monday. It is March 2nd, the year 2020. I'm out of here. Let me finish cooking breakfast, and I'll speak to you all later.